All right, it's Addison Williams and Jeff Hull, the Box Chumps. We've got another myth-busting, fitness-based episode. Jeff, what is our topic for today?
Today, Addison, we'd like to cover the cardio. I looked this up. It's actually short for cardiovascular. It's all about the exercises that don't build muscle.
All right, so what falls under the umbrella of cardiovascular exercise? What exercises?
Based on the limited research I did, running, clearly a cardiovascular exercise, according to the internet. Rowing, swimming, God forbid, they actually had swimming on there.
So essentially the things that we're not going to like if we're in a gym. No weights.
Bicycling.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
So, from my understanding, cardio means heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're called cardiovascular exercises because they're dangerous to your heart?
They're exactly right, Addison. Put your heart under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. And we all know with stress and pressure, temperature raises, and then volume, and then eventually everything's going to blow. Some people will represent cardiovascular exercise as having some health benefits. You want to ask them if they're a cardiologist or a cardiovascular surgeon, and if they're not, tell them to go talk to one.
Oh, right, because the cardiologist knows the most. And did you actually refer to a cardiologist for your research?
I've done actually my own private research on that through no fault of my own. I did notice that my cardiologist at one point did have me do a little bit of running on the old treadmill, a little Ivan Drago workout. It was rubbish, really.
So how's your heart health, Jeff?
Good. It's hammering away right now. This being my fifth cup of coffee for the day.
Some of the non-heart related threats of cardiovascular exercise, obviously danger of tripping while running, drowning while swimming or rowing, should be avoided at all costs. What other hazards are there to cardiovascular exercise?
Falling off your bike.
Crack your noggin.
Yep, looking like a bit of a tool. Having to buy equipment.
So financial loss, that's a risk when doing
significant financial loss. Time, you could waste a lot of time.
Inability to make
jogging.
Friends.
Well, it's kind of a singular, like a private thing. Usually, I don't see a lot of people out running in groups. Even if I do see a group of people running, they tend to be trying to outrun each other, which isn't very friendly either.
And they're normally all of them are wearing individual headphones, listening to their own music. So it's a tough thing to coordinate.
Very selfish form of exercise.
So let's talk about the most important thing when doing cardio, and that's making sure that other people know you do it. Stickers on the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Ultra marathon running, and telling people about the things you do and don't eat and drink. So what are some of the signs that you may be becoming a cardio athlete, or that a friend may be becoming a cardio athlete? What are some of the warning signs?
Yep. So numbers on the back of your car, numbers in an oval, weird numbers too, like not normal numbers, because a lot of runners actually have to take the time out of their busy schedules when they should be lifting and learn the metric system. So you'll see a lot of 26.2, 13.1. And you might wonder what that means. Those are apparently their time over certain distances.
Oh, okay. So that's not miles. That's not the imperial system.
Well, it's kilometers.
It's 26.2 kilometers in a marathon. Okay.
Kilometers per hour.
Oh, it's a speed. Got it.
Right.
All
That's why they have the decimal point.
Crystal clear. Because that's the metric system. What about lifters who lift in kilograms? Isn't that metric as well? Are those guys also runners?
Well, those guys are Canadians.
Oh, Canadian lifters, got it.
Canadian lifters tend to lift in the metric system, although they still measure a lot of other things. I think they still run in miles up there. One other risk, just talking about the metric system, is novelty 5Ks. A lot of runners, you see a lot of stickers, a lot of T-shirts, a lot of long sleeve, that shiny material type stuff.
Nylon?
Clearly not cotton. Yeah, nylon. That's the number.
Nylon.
With I donut dashed. I coffee ran.
Sounds like you're hungry for breakfast.
It does. Now. It's a lot of breakfast. Breakfast themed 5Ks. For some reason. So signing up for those is another financial loss of time, completely trashing your Saturday.
Yes, my wife and kids ran a 5K just this morning. I wish I had known the the dangers and had warned them.
Yeah.
So how do you talk to somebody who may be into cardio? You know, get them therapy, get them back in the gym instead.
Well, first of all, you got to catch them. That's the first thing to talking to someone who's doing cardio. First of all, you got to catch them. So
Come back! I've got to talk to you about
slow 'em
stopping
down.
that.
Maybe a spike strip or something, just to get them to stop bloody.
Jump
jogging.
out of the bushes and
Yeah.
wrestle them down
Yeah, if
with
they're
your
on a-
strength,
oh,
because
if-
they're not going to overpower you, but they will outrun you.
If they're swimming or rowing, you just have to wait at the car for them to come out. So that's the first problem with trying to intervene. Another risk we should mention, actually, I read some statistics while I was doing my research. 9 out of 10 murders in the United States last year were joggers, people who were out jogging.
They were the ones who murdered somebody?
No, they were the ones who were murdered.
Oh, that's
Murdered,
way
being-
worse.
Apparently
Okay.
being murdered while jogging is a bloody common occurrence. Yeah, my thoughts go out to anybody who's suffered through that. That's a horrendous statistic. I mean, that's
The recovery rate is pretty low for getting murdered.
yeah, it's extremely low. It's down around 30-40%.
It's, not odds I'd want to play with.
Not odds I want to play at 9 out of 10.
So once you catch up with your catch your friend, wrestle him to the
Mm-hmm.
ground or spike strip them after they've done their cardio, what are some ways to broach the subject in a friendly way?
Show them your muscles, then show them their muscles.
Simple comparison will
Yeah. Point out that
settle.
they've got quite skinny legs from all the running. It atrophies the muscles of the legs for some reason. It tends to. Talk to them about what they're wearing. Ask them what they were thinking.
Yeah, and if they don't snap out of it, there's only so much you can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
There are experts for this, the cardiologists who can talk them, through the
Send to the
hazards.
cardiologist.
All right, but if you do have to do cardio, you are addicted. What are some coping mechanisms? Ways you can safely do cardio.
I mean, Addison, one of the things that about this question is why would we have to do cardio? When we invented the car 100 years ago, that'll get you from place to place. I mean, even before then we had the horse, so there really wasn't much good excuse for running back then.
Right, and car is short for cardio-free lifestyle. Because you get in the car, you don't have to run or bike or swim anywhere anymore.
Precisely.
Cardio-free life.
I was wondering where the word car came from. What point, why am I swimming? Right? Did I fall out of a boat?
Then it's safe to do cardio then.
Well,
right? It's fighting for your life.
At that
am
point.
Am I being chased by a wild animal?
Right.
Then run.
Then run. Right? But, I mean, chances of being chased by a wild animal, fairly slim. So, I mean, there's an awful lot of people prepping for running from a wild animal, considering the chances of being chased by a wild animal. I mean, what you really need to be worried about is more of your common things, like your normal things that take people out, like heart disease. Right?
Right.
Number one killer, heart disease. And then you're out there just pounding the crap out of your heart, right? It doesn't.
Right.
Think about that. That's counterintuitive.
Right. So bicycle. If you live in a remote village, fine. No
Get a
access.
horse. Get a horse.
Get a. Even they had a solution.
Even they had an answer.
Let the horse do the cardio.
I never saw someone ploughing a field with a bicycle, pulling a cart with a bicycle. It doesn't make any sense.
That'd be the.
It's the antithesis of bloody common sense. End of the day, you want to talk to them. You want to just say, look, what were you thinking? Why aren't you doing the WOD? Why aren't you in here lifting some weights? I think as CrossFit athletes with a combined 9 months of experience, we you could probably just listeners at home take some advice from us and just try and cut down on the risk, right? Talk to your loved ones. Do you even lift?
The answer will be no.
Right.
But it's a rhetorical question to sort of break them out of the spell.
Yeah, can't run with weight. can't be done. Another one, you'll see these moms out jogging with their babies and these little baby jogging devices. You want to watch out for that. Knew a lady once jogging with a baby, about halfway through her run. Everything was going fine. House burnt down. Dangers of jogging.
Yeah.
Irresponsible.
Cautionary tale.
Cautionary tale.
Don't go running with a baby.
Yeah, learn from others rather than trying to learn by yourself.
So, parting words for our listeners.
Don't run.
Well, guys, for more fitness myth busting and scientific facts, follow, and share the podcast on iTunes and Facebook, etc. We'll be coming at you next week. Thanks.